Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Oilers taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Houston Oilers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about... And we are underway from Houston. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watson, off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. What a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all that win, not so much the award. He was... From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ross Blacklock able to get him down behind the line of of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make fives.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
This is Edwards. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
3rd and 2, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Watson on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now it's Edwards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with Edwards. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. That wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
1st and goal from the 6. Gun, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Edwards. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means It's the field position battle as a general.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Henry, the ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5. From his goal line here, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston set to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this.
Mental barrier you don't think about.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Steps away to his left. He'll try it, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into the next time he finishes things off. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. From the gun, Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have. Oh, he's keeping them in striking.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now back to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll air this one out. And this is caught. But he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. The victory.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Houston set to take over.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
17. Texans 14.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They run with Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Watson looks to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's a pickup of 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Time to give them credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He finds his target, Fuller. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Again, it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. To the air yet again. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First down and 10 at their own.
And now out comes Houston.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You can opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being ahead.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Here comes Cobb. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Deshaun Jackson, a touchdown reception. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Nathan Peterman throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the ball right now, do you? Because
back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice Nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
27, Texans 21.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's now 2nd and 10. That's a 25-yard.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Houston set to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping... The play fake. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He finds some open field here. And able to rip up a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, he tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And now out comes Houston. come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Makes this a 19-point game.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Houston.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Watson on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Watson off play action. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Houston.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Jayon Brown.
That
place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. On the handoff, Edwards. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
40. Texans 24.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have it. They begin with Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's complete. Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Cobb. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
At the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
1st down, Texans.
Operating from the gun. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. From the gun, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the 1st half of the season.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when you score on special teams.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
On first down, it's Henry, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board.
From the 4 now, third and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Texans 31.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. To throw again, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Intended for Gus Edwards. It's third down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over. Go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the